Should competition be a part of your recipe for success? We're about to find out. Well, the big question comes up, should competition be a part of your recipe for success? And my answer for that sounds controversial. My answer is yes, you should compete. But with one caveat. You should only compete with yourself. Every day you want to ask yourself the question, am I a better me than I was yesterday? Am I a better me? If you are competing with other people all the time and you're looking, there's always going to be people who are more successful than you in whatever it is you're trying to improve in, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, spiritually. There's always going to be people who you can say, you know, make yourself feel really good about because you're better than them, who are behind you on the track. But both of those are bad for your progress. Both of those harm your progress. Why? Because in both concepts of success or failure compared to other people, you start actually taking a step back. You take a step back if you think that you're better than others because, you know, oh, well, I've got very little left to do. Yeah, so I can like sort of take my foot off the gas in the kind of like tortoise and the hare analogy. Yeah, you just take the foot off the gas and then then you stop progressing. And then on the other side, if you start looking at people who are much further ahead of you in the race, then what you're going to do is you're going to start getting overwhelmed and thinking, well, it's not worth it. They're so far ahead of me. That guy is doing so much better in that area than me. And what you want to do is do what Pete Cashmore did. Pete Cashmore, he is a multi-millionaire, could be billionaire by this stage. He is the CEO and founder of a website called Mashable. Now, he built this from his bedroom up in Scotland in his parents' house, and when he was 19 he was building this business and it was going really well. It was just blogging about like the latest tech stuff, etc., and he was going and increasing and growing and developing. And what happened was he started moving up and up and up in terms of what he was making. But at a certain point he sort of stalled and he became less happy, and he found that the reason was because as he was moving up and earning like £10,000 a month, £100,000 a month, £1 million a month, yeah, he was looking at other people, and as he looked at other people, he started comparing himself with these higher and higher level earners, and that sort of put him off. He felt overwhelmed and he kind of stalled, and he also felt, even more importantly than that, he felt unhappy with himself. And so what he realized was that all that he needed to do was compare himself to one person, and that person was himself. And he started asking himself, am I a better Pete Cashmore than I was yesterday? Am I a better Pete Cashmore than I was yesterday? And if he was, because he had done something, then he felt fantastic. If he wasn't, then he would do something to progress himself. And this I would suggest to you too. I would constantly ask yourself, what is it that I can do today that will make me a better me than I was yesterday? Compare yourself and compete only with yourself, and that will help you progress on a steady path. And the truth is, yes, you will end up in the top 1% in lots of different fields of your life, but that won't matter to you so much anymore, because you'll have a sense of contentment with true progress and knowing that you're not in competition with others, and you're not going to have your ups and downs of ego playing here, but this is going to be a sincere move to master your life, like kind of like a project to master your life, to become better and better every day, and to be the very best you that you can be. And that is a place without ego. That is a place of purely just wanting to grow and ultimately to give, because one of my favorite definitions of success is the ability to give more. And if you grow every day, you have the ability to give more. So every day becomes a success. Every move forward becomes a success. And what this also does is it focuses you on just a few small tasks that you can do in that day to make that day a masterpiece and to beat yourself from yesterday. And as you do that, you feel that sense of progress, you feel filled up, and you're constantly rewarding yourself in your neural pathways. And what goes rewarded gets repeated. What goes rewarded gets repeated in life. So you're consistently rewarding yourself, consistently moving forward, and then as a result, you'll consistently feel a sense of fulfillment and happiness. So take this forward in your life. Start asking yourself that one question. Am I a better me than I was yesterday? If you are, great. If you're not, what can you do today to take action and make that your reality? Feel free to like or dislike this video below, and head on over, if you're not watching this at davidcitron.co, head on over there because that's where all the good stuff is.